Hello, and welcome to Pokemon Blue, Episode 2. In the last part, I butchered the human language. I also butchered human humor. I also did a really bad job editing. What's going to happen in this one? Basically the same thing. We also move on to the next route, but that's as far as we get, for a lot of time gets wasted in this video. Okay, I waited long enough. Let's do this already. Okay, to start things off, we have to go to Gary's hot sister. Here, she gives us a map. Just gotta talk to her. Gary said, don't go messing with her, cause, doesn't want you talking to his sister and whatnot, but she wants to give me that map. She's gonna give me that map. Give me that map, baby. Anyway, here I go, screwing around with the controls. Can't quite get a handle on it. Stopping at random points, bumping into walls, random encounters. None of them skipped. I'm just really messing up here, and I'm gonna mess up a lot worse in the video. You're going to see pretty soon. You'll also see that Charmander's at level 9. I did some off-screen training because he needed it, and he's going to need it. But past this point, this is gonna be a lot of screwing up. I don't know if any of you guys are fans of freak out videos. If you are, well, that's too bad. This isn't one of them. It definitely could have been one if, I had the microphone in while I was recording this. But I didn't. Oh my goodness, I was raging. This was absolutely insane. And see, like I said, I'm going to start taking out the random encounters because it's taking up way too much time. Yours and mine. Life should not be wasted, not on random encounters. Anyway, the point of the off-screen training was just so I can, get to this part and do it real quick. I ended up recording this part maybe 3-4 times because it was just not going my way, and I had a real attitude over it. So, I'm looking for a certain Pokemon. That's not it. Likelihood of it showing up is very slim at this point. I don't think that. Oh, okay, there it is. Little bunny guy, little demon rabbit. I'm gonna take this guy. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, no Pokeballs. Shoot. Okay. After going to the Pokemon Center and buying some balls, I returned to the route, and this is the first thing that shows up. Ran female. For the next 5 minutes. Cut out 5 minutes of random encounters, all of the same Pokemon. Finally this thing shows up, and I throw a ball at it. I don't try to weaken it because the last time that happened, I ended up fainting it. It was the same level. I just used Scratch. Knocked it off. A single hit. And so now I'm throwing Pokeballs at it, and it just won't stay in the ball. So here I am. I'm just absolutely mad at this point. I am raging, having a hissy fit. I'm rolling on the floor like a small child. I am just seething with rage at this point. I'm like, you know what, whatever, just whatever. I thought I was gonna have to record this part again because I honestly spent an hour or 2 or 3 on this single segment. Time was being wasted, and my feelings were absolutely hurt. I actually had an idea for a couple of puns to name this thing. I'm not going to go through them now because at this point I just don't feel like it. But after all the depression that went by, I just decided to name it exactly what it was. And exactly what it felt like. So, what I named it was sick joke, because that's exactly what it was. The whole experience was just painful. It was sad, and no matter how many times I try to describe it, it won't actually give off the sensation of what really went down. Foolhardy and absolutely not even giving a crap at this point, I just walk blindly into this fight, and it doesn't even go my way, not in the least. In one of the recordings that I didn't keep, I had the Charmander by itself and took down the Pidgey and the Squirtle. Okay, so to be fair, I actually didn't take out the Squirtle. I got it to about the halfway point, and then I lost. Reason why, as you can see, the Pidgey's using Sand Attack. And the reason for the grinding, actually, to level 9 was to take care of the Pidgey. This fight is actually a cakewalk if you break it down. You meet your rival on this route, he'll have the Pidgey at level 9, it'll spam Sand Attack. All you need to do is use the singular move until you take it down, and that shouldn't be a problem at all. Then you use your second Pokemon to take the fall, and switch back into your starter. Easy as that. Fortunately, that's not exactly what happened here, and even more sad, I just got a critical hit and it barely did anything. So that was just fail on my part all the way around. I lost to this guy, I can't even remember his name. In like a clean sweep, 2-0. Shoot. So now, I've lost money, lost pride, and all around lost some cool points. Not that I had any in the first place, I mean my guy's wearing a red hat and a vest. Huh. Really sad. Anyway, have to keep moving forward, right? So now we go into the Viridian Forest. There we go. I almost forgot for a second. We go to the Viridian Forest. And she says it's like a natural maze or whatever, but it's not really that hard to get through. There's like arrows right there on the ground. I'm searching for items right here. Like, see, I found a Pokeball. Look at that. There's a Pokeball. And there's one right there. Couldn't possibly be anything else, right? Anyway, I meander for a bit, and I don't exactly know why. Just like really ruining time here, wasting a lot of it. Because personally, I could just like zip through this game if I had to, but that's not exactly what happened. Guess my head was still in the clouds from losing to that guy, because it shouldn't have happened that way. Anyway, here's the first trainer battle, and this personally could have gone a lot better as well. So he has a Caterpie and a Weedle. Charmander can easily take down both, but that's not what I did. Because my bunny rabbit is at a lower level, what I actually did was switch into it so that it can gain the experience. Of course, it didn't occur to me that 1, I can grind off screen to level up, and 2, that recording this is actually going to take up a whole lot of time. So, I speed this up, double speed, as you can see. But it still takes a whole lot of time, even after using a couple of leers and whatnot. Double speed, lower defenses, all that, still taking forever. You can, like, do this as a math equation in your head, and it makes all the sense in the world. Underlevel Nidoran plus Strength Shot equals a waste of time. And I don't know why I didn't get that. I should have been doing that on my calculator before I started playing. So, I push forward, next trainer battle, and I do the same exact thing. I don't know why, it wasn't a smart thing to do, but that's what I ended up doing. I think it was around this time that I realized I'm wasting my time. Time shouldn't be wasted on trainer battles, especially not like this. But of course I was doing it for the experience. I think I came to the actual realization that time was being wasted around this part right here. But still, I didn't realize that I wasn't doing anything about it. Take a look at this. So, anybody who's been playing the game from like the very beginning probably remembers the Geodudes or the Kakunas and Metapods that would use Harden, and the fights would take on forever because you were just learning the mechanics of the game. I don't know why I was being so silly. even got a critical hit and barely did anything. So Charmander has to finish the job. And after the sudden epiphany, you would think, hey, I'm not going to make that mistake again, right? I'm going to just stick with Charmander and end this battle quickly. No, that's not what happened. In fact, I switched right back to the rabbit. I thought I could stay here and fight. But I didn't stay in and fight this one because it was getting on my nerves at this point. Should have been earlier. Anyway, that's about that. And even while editing this, I realized that I could be skipping so much. This recording was actually done a little later than the other ones. I've had a couple other recordings for this part that I didn't keep. Hey, there's a Pokeball. Oh, it's an antidote. And in those parts I realized I don't have to be doing all of this. Like, I even skipped a random encounter here. But I didn't want to mess up the other audio, so I kept the random encounters in the earlier parts. And if you didn't think I failed or messed up enough, here's one last one, just to prove my point. I will leave you with this. Anyway, this is a Danny Kicks video, ending somewhat successfully. I hope you'll stay tuned for the next one. Thank you, and have a good day. Did you miss that? Not only did I fail to catch it, but I have a paralyzed Charmander and an underleveled Nidoran. Toodles!